to another video, and we're going to Nottingham for a starter, for 10 to do whichever, and I'll just spin the camera around so you can see what we're going to call it. It's the 909, and it is the same train we got to Alfreton when we went to Denby Pottery, but it'd be rather difficult to do that this time with this train because look at the stops. So they are 909 Nottingham, Wakefield, Kirkgate, Barnsley, Meadowhall, Sheffield, and then fast to Nottingham. So let's see if it does it. Right, it should be the front two units. Have they been divided yet? I don't think so. Oh, they have. Yes, look where that's going. So there we are. Very much a limited stop service to Nottingham. '91 going out there for King's Cross. If this had been cancelled, I'd have jumped on that one to Grantham. So I was hoping to possibly do the two remaining stations on the Grantham to Nottingham line. But it's not going to be that easy and straightforward because it's a Sunday, of course, and the Sunday service isn't that great. So we are on the 909 Leeds-Nottingham service, and we'll be leaving very shortly. Okay, so usual stops to Sheffield and then fast to Nottingham.
We're off. This northern service to Nottingham. Next station stop is Wakefield, Kirkgate.
So where's that one going? There's some passengers on it. Oh, it's Carlisle. Due out at the same time. Not sure what that one was. Yeah, it's Carlisle train. We should be curving around to the left onto the Midland main line. There's no connection from Cottingley for this one, of course. That's where we've got a bus in. Just like we did when we did Denby Pottery, but I didn't bother filming that. Left as CT plus his old yard now, just down there. No idea what's in there now. It's just a lot of building stuff, scaffolding and such like. It used to be quite rare to go through that station non-stop. Now it's every half hour. Lincoln's and Nottingham's.
Service to Nottingham. The next station stop is Barnsley.
You think they might have been recorded at different times? Different voice. So just leaving Wakefield, Kirkgate. Very familiar territory. That's a little spur up into Wakefield Westgate. Going underneath the 99 arches. Above the Great Northern Main Line. I didn't realise this, and I've just checked it, but we actually have some standing time in Sheffield, a good 20 minutes. So, why? I don't know. Slowing down for Horbury Junction. That's the M1. We come up the slow line as well here now, so it's a bit of a dog leg. and then the turnout, but obviously turning out to Barnsley is slow enough anyway, so going up the slow line and taking the Barnsley route isn't too awkward. And that's the main line now there, straight over to Wheelie Mills and Murfield. Approaching Meadowhall now, on the curved platforms obviously. There's a crossover just about here somewhere now, which you could cross to platform 4 Wrong Road. I don't think it's got a good shine on it now. Well, a bit. Looks like it has been used of recent, but it used to be very, very common in that at one point. It was quite rare to come into platform 3 many years ago. It was. I've not been Wrong Road through 4 around the back of the old Brightside station for years. Now I've just left Meadowhall and we're on the main line now. So if we'd gone through platform 4 the wrong way, we'd be on that right hand track. And then it goes around the back of the old Brightside station. We're going to go through it. It's been disused for over 30 years now, I think, or thereabouts. But the footbridge up there is still accessible because it's a public footpath, so I keep meaning to do that one day. I think to link in here. We're approaching Sheffield now. Now we don't leave here till 10:30, so I've got nearly 20 minutes we have before we leave. The Cleethorpes just leaving there. Oh, I 158 side they're doing that. So as we're on platform 5.
This is Sheffield. Mind the gap.
I'm hoping we'll be able to stay on the train, but even though we're not leaving for. Nottingham only. Yeah. After all that standing time there, we've managed to leave 2 minutes late.
Where this train terminates.
There's some distance yet. This was unavailable last time we came to Sheffield. We couldn't go south. We had to go around the old road. So let's see if it does it non-stop. Coming up to Chesterfield, we are going through the station properly, sort of thing. See the twisted spire there? Not going full speed because obviously we're taking the turnout across to the Nottingham lines or Error Wash south of the station. So you do get flashing yellows, I think, for that turnout. So we should move over to the left very shortly. Otherwise we'll be going to Derby. Cross it over now. This is how Tapton Junction should be really by rights. You take two trains through it at the same time. The old bridge carrying the Avenue Coking Works line. That is an out of service movement to Manchester Piccadilly from Nottingham, which will use Door South Curve. And these are some crossovers now, so you can go from platform 3 at Chesterfield, or this line anyway, the up Erewash across to Derby. Shouted like you get out of jail free card, didn't it, in case you've been wrongly routed at Chesterfield. So the lines will just go away from one another now, shortly. Yep, about here. Clay Cross. So we're on the up Erewash, that's the Derby line across there. Used to be 4 tracks did this. Scandalous what they've done with it over the years, because this was the main line originally, then it was switched to Derby. Right, the main line continues ahead. This is Trowell Junction, I think it is now, isn't it? So if you went to Towton, it's straight forward. And that is ultimately the main line straight to St Pancras. And we went that way on that Hull train service, I do believe, about nearly a year ago, was it? Yeah, it went down that way. So we're taking the line across now to join the line from Mansfield. I'll see if I can tick off a couple of stations on that line, then possibly head over towards Grantham, but we'll see. I haven't got an itinerary worked out yet. So I'll cross over the M1 very shortly. This is Lenton Curve, which we have done in the past. Don't get much use now because it's very good for coal trains to avoid Nottingham.
Thank you for travelling with Northern today. We hope that you have a pleasant onward journey.
So we're curving round now to join the Midland main line from St Pancras and Derby. Lenton Curve used to be double track at one time, of course. That's when I did it on a rail tour, so years and years ago. It was. This is Mansfield Junction. Right, so here we are, Nottingham. A few minutes late, but
This is Nottingham, where this train turns.
Once it's up the broke the sound barrier getting here, haven't we?
Train and the platform. If you are leaving the train here, please retain all tickets.
Yes, we're on the Bay platform here. Wherever it might have been. Right, now then, I think we're going to nip into the centre of Nottingham for a bit. and then we'll have a look at one or two of the transit stations. I've been here before when we've had a ride on the trams, and that bridge there is very nearly the exact point the Great Central line used to cross over this station. Let's exit. So that's heading for Phoenix Park. I want to have a little walk around Nottingham first and possibly check Nottingham Victoria, or what's left of it, which I think is just a clock tower. We shall see. Right, that's Nottingham Station there, Nottingham Midland, and if you look to the right, arches. That is not modern. That is the old GC railway. It is. Just imagine if it still existed. Fantastic. Anyway, let's head up this way now. Right, this is Lace Market stop, and there's a tram approaching. So, next for Hucknall. That's good. So we'll go to Hucknall with this tram, and then come back on the ordinary train. We had to skip that tram we just saw arriving at Lace Market to get a ticket, and now we're on the next one. So we'll go through to Hucknall with this, and then get on the ordinary train. This is the Forest stop. It's a park and ride station. There's a middle platform there that doesn't look like it's used very much. Probably a peak hour turn back or something like that, or emergency turn back. So we're going up there now. We should be going straight up, I think, because the left line will go to... Oh, will it? Oh no, no, not going straight up, I think, aren't we? Oh, I think we do, yeah. But we come back from the left. Coming up to the joining part now with the opposite direction, which trails in. It's all like right hand running around that bit. And this is where the depot is now, on the right. Which is up there. I don't know there's any more than one depot, I think it's just that one. I might be wrong. It's a long time since I've been on this system. This is a long sweeping curve here now that brings us alongside the Robin Hood line. Little bit of trouble at the next stop, I think, or the stop after. What I've just overheard. So we'll find out when we get there. Southbound service. The Robin Hood line is now there. This is Basford. I think it's pronounced Basford actually, but I'm not sure. There's no network rail station here. I think there was, but there isn't anyone now, which is a shame. Another station to tick off if it was. This is the junction now with the line to Phoenix Park, which goes to the left. We're going straight forward here now. This is Highbury Vale, I think. Yeah, Highbury Vale. Stations opposite, there's one up there, a Highbury Vale up there. A single track now. The Robin Hood single track as well. Oh, the points are spring loaded or hydraulic or whatever. Not far off the end of the line now. And somewhere up here now is where there used to be a right turn to Calverton Colliery. I think most of it's trackless now, that line. I did do it on a rail tour years ago. That was a 1580 here now. What's it stop there for? a bad sign. Got one more stop, then Hucknall. They must have gone past that junction now. Southbound service. A lot of single track on here and loops. So we should get a proceed, you know. We have the vertical line of dots is a proceed. Red light for Network Rail and a white flashing light for us. But you got half barriers. And we're straight into the straight side here. Now I've been here before some time ago, but we never did the Network Rail station here. Which we're going to correct that a bit later. So this is Hucknall and this is currently the end of the line. Whether it will ever extend, who knows? Hucknall. So the Network Rail station's over there, but we haven't got a train for quite a while. 13:27's the next one, which is slightly annoying. We've got nearly an hour. It's not shimmering to my eye. I don't know why it is on there. Right, that's heading back to Nottingham and Towton, I think, yeah, Towton Lane. So we'll have a little wander and then come back. So I'm thinking of walking just to the next stop further south down there, which is not very far, and ride back in. Right, the station is just over on the right there, tram and Network Rail combined, and we're walking down this road here now, back to Butler's Hill tram stop. It's not very far, in fact it'd barely be a mile, but rather than hang around here for an hour, I thought that's what we'd do. Look at the state of this. Absolutely laughable, isn't it? Chicanes and crap. They're not hanging around because they're Audis. Special driving test required. Right, we're on a path now. Here. That's looking back where we just come from. Bit of an industrial estate. Let's go down here. This will take us underneath the old Calverton Colliery line. We'll just cross underneath it, then right and back underneath again, and we're virtually at the next station on the tram network going back. Footbridge over the stream, and there's the bridge for the Calverton Colliery line. I think once they close this colliery, it's now been turned into a leisure park, country park sort of thing. Haven't time to go too far though. Yeah, that looks like it goes onto the track bed up there. I doubt you recognise any of it. Let's go around to the right. Right, the path continues over there and south. Oh, well, that way, whichever. This goes back under the railway now. Back to Butler's Hill tram stop. It's signed on there. This is a bit taller, this bridge. So we're only a matter of yards away from the tram stop. We are now. It's not as dirty around here as I expected it to be. Muddy, must have been cleaning up. We're climbing. So, can't be far off this. Oh, the footbridge is there. So it goes over network rail and net. It does. Down there, the tram station. Not that one. This way. Oh, here we are. Butler's Hill. So we'll just go back to Hucknall next tram now. And looks like there's one coming in shortly. And network rail lines on the right there. It's tram for Hucknall approaching. See if this does the other side at Hucknall. Somehow I'm not optimistic actually, but we'll see. No, we're not doing it, but there is one on the opposite side now. Never mind. Fairly quick approach. So that the driver was fibbing when she said they can only have one train in here at once, one tram rather. We've got two. So I imagine the other one's going to leave very shortly. Right, so this is Hucknall and we are going to tick it off. First station this year that we are ticking off, and here's the train that's going to do it. It's not exactly rushing. So we'll just go one stop to Newstead, tick that one off, then come back down to Bulwell and do that one. Right, we're approaching another level crossing now here, and I think this is about as far as the railway came when it was a freight line. To Lindby mine. So I'm not sure exactly where it finished because I never did a rail tour up this bit. I've only done this bit since it reopened. So, it's like another railway of some sort there, doesn't it? Or in parallel. It's disused. Looks like a walkway actually, just that bit over there. It's not the road. Newstead. Tick. Let's see this train out. It'll be the same one we're going to get coming back south into Nottingham because we can't go via Worksop because there's no Sunday service north of Mansfield. Well, Mansfield Woodhouse. I wonder what that feather is for. So, we've definitely ticked off Newstead now. The next station along this line further north that we now need, I think, is Langwith Whaley Thorns, and obviously there's no Sunday service so we can't go that way anyway, so we'll have to head back into Nottingham. Okay, just looking back there now, we're on a level crossing here, and you can just see the one platform there. Why they built it single tracking so much of it here is just ridiculous. It is. But if you turn around the other way, you can see what that feather was for, the right turn out here, which I think is just a double track section. I think it's nearly double track most of the way now, into all the way to Worksop, but I'm not exactly sure. It's been a while since I've done it. So, but there's literally very, very little here. There is a few houses up there, and there's some sort of I don't know if it's a museum or not there, but anyway, let's have a wander up here. Right, well, Newstead is not the most exciting place that we've been to. Train is approaching now, so we'll get on this one and go to Bulwell and jump on the tram back into Nottingham, so that we can tick off 3 stations at least instead of just 2. So although this is an EMR 170, it's ex-Southern, I think. It's got green seating inside. Let's get on this train. Very efficient with the doors, aren't they here? Right, this is Bulwell. And it's only got a yellow light there. Little wooden train out of beer barrels. So, Bulwell, tick. Right, let's get back over and go back into Nottingham on the tram. Right, we'll get this one into Nottingham and then we'll head back. That's the depot again here now. Wilkinson Street. There's a few ticket inspectors there. So we'll go over to the right this time when we get the road.
This tram is for Towson Lane. The next stop is Radcliffe Road.
Over to the right now, so it's sort of like a loop where one side does one way and one side does the other way. Slow enough. Oh, there's one coming out the depot there. Some really tight curves on these tram lines, these. You'd have thought they were doing it the other way around, wouldn't you? Then they wouldn't have to cross path. So that's where we came down there earlier. It says tram only, but it's not that way. It's the opposite way. So we're now going up to the right. There's only 2 stops on this side, there's 3 on the other. See where we rejoin now with the other direction. So that's there. We cross over it, of course, then come alongside and we're forward as double track. I suspect they'll be using this turn back in the middle here. Not next weekend, the weekend after, because they're terminating here. That loop bit isn't used. We just dropped down from Lace Market, which is where we got on this morning, or early afternoon, whatever it was. So we're going to get off at the next stop now. This is now, we're coming on to the alignment of the old Great Central Railway just here now. And there's a scissors crossing as well. But we're staying straight ahead. So I think we're just going to go straight home now, there's nothing much else to do. But we'll see when we get to the station. Doesn't look very well used, that, does it? just down there, Nottingham Midland. We didn't get a chance to check Victoria out, or what's left of it, but we'll do that next time if we come again.
This is Nottingham Station.
Right, this is heading off south to Towton. So let's go up the train now, regular station, down this way. Right, we're going back home via Newark. Newark station.
Collingham, Lincoln, Market Drayton, Barnaby, Hayborough, Grimsby Town, and Beethorn. Please do not leave any belongings unattended. They may be removed without notice. Please familiarise yourself with the safety notices displayed throughout the train. Ticket checks are in operation. You must have a valid ticket before boarding.
A depot of some sort here, isn't there? Some sidings. It's hardly HS Park though, is it? I don't think, but get a few units in there. Nottingham Eastcroft Light Maintenance Depot. Yeah, HS Park is a lot bigger. Near Derby. So you see the line to Grantham go off very shortly. Liverpool train there. We're on the service to Cleethorpes. That was our in 2 stops, just to Newark Castle. To Grantham. It's his main line towards Newark, it's a right turn, is that line? So you'll see Carlton station next, which is like Netherfield on this line, and Carlton's Netherfield on the other one, whichever way it is now. Carlton on here, Netherfield on the Grantham line. And they're only a matter of about 300 yards apart. It's a very short walk between those 2 stations. Right, Newark Castle. We've been here before, and we're going to go to Newark Northgate. There's no great tear ass in on this occasion because the next train we want is a Harrogate train, which is about past, so we'll do that. See you on. Right, Newark Castle Station's just there, behind that, went to the level crossing there, just to the right of the crossing. There's some idiot somewhere. This is the remains of the castle. And we could walk down there. There's a footbridge. I don't know if it's quicker or not to do that. I won't bother doing that now. It might be a bit mucky. So this is the River Trent. At least I think it's the River Trent. Right, this is not actually the River Trent, it's a part of a canalised part of the river. River Devon, I think it is. Anyway, let's walk up here now. I don't plan on getting out to eat, so I've got enough food at home to manage with for now. I'm not sure if you actually go around the castle. Maybe you can at some time during operating hours. Right, down here now. Right, so we're almost at Northgate now. It's not too inconvenient in this, I don't think. I know it's in a zoomer, but we'll have to get the next train now. I'm not messing about, it's going to be dark soon anyway. So I think we'll probably go straight to Leeds now from here and then home. Yeah. Oh, there's Eleanor. Eleanor. It's only a cardboard cutout, but worth noting. Well, we're at Newark Northgate now, and we're waiting for the Harrogate train for Leeds. There's a class 57 over there. Look. So if you look this way, there's an express coming south, an up service. And I don't think it's stopping here. So this should be coming through at about 100 miles an hour, or thereabouts. It does not say, it says it's not stopping, cut the announcement. Being a zoomer. It is.
Service to Harrogate via Leeds.
Right, so we'll get this one at least to Doncaster, probably all the way to Leeds. We'll see.
And to Harrogate, this train at 9. Some stations have short platforms.
It's well loaded. Fairly well loaded. We're just leaving Newark Northgate now, and we are going to go to Leeds with this one now. As time's getting on, and it's dropping dark now, so just a few highlights now, and then we'll call it a day. So we're coming up to the flat crossing, which is there.
Radcliffe, Doncaster, Wakefield, Westgate, Leeds,
It's a bit blocked there.
and
There's the River Trent Bridge, that is the River Trent down there. It's flooded around here though a lot because of all the
next station will
bad weather.
Radcliffe.
Oh, Leeds, here we are. I'll say it's not terminating here, is it? Of course, it's going to Harrogate this one now. Also going to Harrogate, but we're not going any further. We're going home now. Let's go over to platform 13.
This is Cottingley.
We're back. Right, let this train see us out and then end the video. I think the snow is disappearing slightly. Yeah, so not a bad day. Interesting little trip out. We ticked off 3 stations, the first 3 for this year, 2025 or 2025, whichever you prefer. So yeah, anyway, let's get home now. So cue music. See you next day. See you next time. Bye for now.